Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shawcraft One in my old barn door, and today I wanted to play with the jelly plate and see what we can do with watercolors on the jelly plate. So they're going to be faux watercolors, so we're going to make some faux watercolors. I'm just trying to grab some paper. Okay, so I have it cleaned up a little bit so you can see it better. So I want to play, do maybe some faux watercolors and just kind of see what we can get. I haven't done this before, so it might turn out into a big fat mess, but we're going to try it and see. So let's just start with some different colors. So let's put that, and we're just going to put little bits of paint here and there on our jelly plate, and I'm doing this so that I don't get it so thick.
Do you see your mother often? Does she live far?
And then let's try some of this minted aqua.
I'm very sorry. Mothers and kids are the best things in the world. Is it okay if I ask your name?
No. Please keep walking.
Okay. And then let's try some of this green.
Can I borrow a pen from you? I would like to write a prayer for your mother. Put it in the trash.
Okay. And then let's try some purple. Let's do a bright purple. This one is hyacinth. And as you can see, it doesn't take very much of it. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to spray it with water. And this is not hairspray, it's just a hairspray bottle that I cleaned out and put water in. Now, if you don't like to get messy, this is not going to be for you, because the next part, you have to get messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix my colors in with that water, like this, trying not to make mud, which I think we have made mud. So, lesson learned, don't use so many different colors. And like I say, this is the first time I've done this. So, you live and you learn and you play with it and you see what you can get. Okay, so I have this piece here. It's got a little bit of spill on it, but that's okay. So we're just going to lay that down in there and rub it down. Whoops. Got it on the back of my hand. And this is just cheap printer paper. It's, you know, nothing expensive, because I didn't figure I would use the expensive stuff until I figure out how this is going to work. Okay, let's see.
What's your name?
Tobias.
Okay, well, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That actually turned out pretty cool. So maybe next time we just won't add as many different colors. I'm going to go ahead and dry this off. Okay, now let's add some different colors, or some of the same, but just not as many. Let's just do some blue and some pink, and see what we get with that.
You have to make a statement.
Sorry if you can hear the TV, guys. My sunshine's watching television. Okay, so we've got blues and pinks. Let's add our water. Maybe not so much this time. And then let's just go in and smear it around with the water.
I know how these things are, and anything I say, anything, they're going to use against me. I appreciate your concern about it, but I'm convinced.
Okay, so I'm going to grab, this is cardstock. It's 120 pound cardstock. So let's just lay that in there and see what we get. And then I'm going to use this piece to go over it so that I can try to not get my hands so messy. And this is just a scrap piece of, well, it's not a scrap, it's a 12 by 12 piece of paper from one of my paper pads. But I don't mind getting something on the back. Okay, so let's see what we got. Oh, I like that much better. So maybe just do a couple of colors at a time. But I like that. And see, it just gives a very faint kind of a watercolor look. Love that. So we're going to let that one dry. And now we're just going to add some more paint to this. Let's do a very light lilac. Okay, sorry, I had to do some rearranging. So we'll do a really light lilac. And let's add a green. Or this is mint aqua. And I think I'm going to try and mix it up a little better this time because we still have these little spots. So let's go ahead and add our water. And I'm going to add a lot more water to it this time to see if maybe that will help. Okay, so we're just going to go in and mix. And we're going to spread it out over our jelly plate, and we have mud. So, I tell you what I'm going to do. Now that we have that, I'm going to go back in and add some more paint. I'm going to add this baby pink and see if we can get a little bit more of a color to it. I might have added too much pink, but we shall see. Again, if you don't like getting messy, this may not be for you, but it's fun if you love getting messy. Okay. Because you will get paint all over your hands. Alright, so let's find, here's another piece of the cardstock. So let's just go ahead and lay this down here. And this one I had already done earlier, and it needs some more color up here, so I'm going to add this one down here. Let's see what we get. Oops, we get messy. That's what we get messy. Okay. Alright, so let's just pull this bottom one up first and see what we get. I like that. It's a good watercolor look.
If your wife hasn't said or done it so far.
Okay, well that one didn't do. I definitely got way too much pink. But that's okay because that'll be a good background to play with. So since we still have some left, I'm going to take this piece and just dip it in little spots all over, just to add some color here and there to it. There we go. And it picks up the rest of the paint and we don't waste it. Let's see if we can get some down here on the bottom. This reminds me a whole lot of doing the, when I did the mixed media envelopes with the Tim Holtz Distress Inks. But that's really pretty. I like that. That's a great background. Okay, so just play with it and have fun. Now this one is kind of dry now, And so I think what I want to do is come back and try to add something else to it in different spots, just to add a little bit more color to it. So let's do a little bit of yellow, and I'm going to try to just do droplets instead of putting it on with my finger, because I think that's part of the problem, or part of the reason that it keeps you know, getting the little dots. So let's just try it a different way. So I'm going to put a little bit of the lilac and a little bit of yellow. And I'm not putting a whole lot because we don't need a whole lot. This one doesn't want to pour out right. Okay, so now we will just add our water. And mix it into the water. So we're going to try and mix it in sections. So we'll mix the purple first. Wipe our hands, and then we'll mix in the yellow, so that way maybe we don't make mud. That yellow's pretty bright, but we'll see what it does. Alright, so on this one we need some color down here, so I'm just going to lay it down right down here and swipe it across, see what we get. Oh yeah, that's pretty. And then I'm going to take this end, and I'm going to try and get some color on this end. So we'll go this way with it and just swipe it across. Oh, I like that. And then let's try to go over here on this corner some. We're just going to dip it down into there and try to pick it up. Okay, I'm liking the yellow. Okay, we need a little bit on this corner, so we're just going to pick up what we can right here on that corner. And then we need some here, so let's just go right across here with it and see what we can get. Okay, I like that one. That one's really pretty. Let's get some of that yellow in the corner over there. There we go. Alright, and then I'm going to take this one that we had the all pink on, and I'm just going to lay it down and soak up what the rest of it that's on there and see what we get. Okay, that helped. That helped a lot. So I'm going to see if I can pull up a little bit more of this yellow in the places where we didn't get much color. There we go. So then I'll let this dry, and maybe we just need to add one color at a time, so we can try that. So let's try that real quick, and then we'll be finished, because I don't want our video to be too long. I'm going to go ahead and wipe the jelly plate again. I don't know why the baby wipe tends to just want to wad up when you're wiping the jelly plate. It doesn't want to lay flat on it and go across it for some reason. Okay, so now I think on this one we probably need a little blue. I like how it's got a little bit of the teal right there, but I want to add some blue. So we just need a little bit. So let's add some of this. I'm sorry if y'all just heard a cuss word off the TV. My husband, I don't know what he's watching, some kind of criminal show or something. I apologize. So we're just going to put a little bit of the blue, because we're not going to need a whole lot, just to get bits and pieces onto that sheet. So we're going to go ahead and mix our water in. And then we're just going to mix that in.
Why do I have to make the same?
Because according to the consultants, people like you more. They believe you more.
Okay. And then we're going to bring our sheet back over. Now I want some up here for sure. So we're going to start kind of down here at the bottom and just dip it in like this. Sorry about the TV. Ooh, I like that. All right, and I want some more color on the corner over here. So let's just dip that in. Let's dip it in a little bit more. So let's just go across the edge here and pick that up. Oh yeah. Now I want some in the middle. So I think I'm just going to dip it like that. Nope, I don't like that. So let's just do that. Hey, if all else fails, use your finger, right? All right, let's get some in the corner over here. I do like that. All right, and I want some kind of in that middle right there. So we'll just pick up a little bit of that. And I think the only other place we need some is right here. So let's see if we can pick some up from the edge there. And I love that. I think that is a really neat page. And so it's not actually watercolor. That's why I called it faux watercolor, but I think it looks really, really neat. Now, I still have this left over, and I have this one here that doesn't have much blue. So let's just add some. So let's just go ahead and dip it here. Okay, and then let's dip the corner over here. Just press that down and pick up what we can. Oh yeah, I like it. And then we kind of need some to fill in right here. So let's see if we can just rub this real quick. Yeah, well, it didn't quite get where I wanted it. So we'll just go that way again. There we go. I don't want to overwhelm it with blue, but I think this one is finished. Isn't that one really pretty too? I like that one. I like that one a lot. Okay, and then we have this one. This is the copy paper that we kind of made mud on. So let's just add some blue to this. Right here, we'll just add the rest of what's on here onto this page and see what we get. And you have to be careful because sometimes if it's still pretty wet, it'll rip your page like I just did. But that's okay because we can still use it. All right, let's see what we pulled up. Okay, and it just added just enough color down here for it to look good. But I think this needs one more color. How much time do we have left? Okay, we're good. We can do one more color. This one needs either some pink or purple on it. So let's do some, I like this darker purple, so let's try that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this purple, and it is called, here's the bottle that busted. This one's called Lavender. Where's my palette knife? Excuse my reach. Alright, so we're just going to put a little bit of that on there. We don't need a whole lot. Okay. And then we'll wipe the rest of it off on our wipe. And then we're going to add our water. I think I might have to fill my bottle up with a little more water. Alright, and then we're just going to go in with our water and mix it.
Stand up.
Trying to mix it well.
You're finished. As of today, you'll be
Okay. And then we're wiping our fingers because we're making messes. That's okay. Alright, and then we're just going to take it, and I want some color in here. So we're just going to go, you know what, I think I'm just going to lay it kind of like this and see what we can soak up.
Take him away. Hands behind your back.
Got a little extra coming out over there. Okay. So let's see what we got. Oh, we might have made mud. No, it's not too bad. Let me wipe this off real quick. Whoops. You know what? Hang on, before I wipe it off, let me get a little bit on this corner over here. And maybe some on this top edge right here. Okay, so let me wipe this off and I'll show you what we got. I'm going to scoop this over out of the way. Alright, so this is what we got. And I actually like that. I think that one turned out really pretty too. See, right here's where I ripped it on the end. But that's okay, it's still usable. I like it. So that's kind of how you play with it to do your watercolor. So just try it out and see what works for you. And you know, you can get all kinds of different effects with different colors. These are just the colors that I have right next to me. So, but there's that one. This is just on regular copy paper, just the 20-pound sheet copy paper. This one is on cardstock, 120-pound cardstock. Then we have this one. That's 120-pound cardstock. And we have this one that we thought was a boo-boo, but actually turned out really pretty. And that is 120-pound cardstock. So, that's how you play or do the faux watercolors with your Gelli plate. I hope you play with yours and have lots and lots of fun. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you will. And I thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all have a great day. Big hugs.